back with another one from Awesome Business Curriculum. In this project, students are going to learn how to launch Facebook ads using the Facebook Ads Manager. This is a 1 week long project. Everything's included. And so let's get at it and look at what their students are going to be doing. Hey, this is the digital learning packet that students use to work through the project. Notice that at the very top we have our rubric. Students can keep track of where they're at and what they're working on and grade themselves. We have an awesome vocabulary list here that you can use to reinforce concepts. Look at all these concepts: impressions, pay-per-click, click-through rate, search intent, long-tail keywords, profit, expense, revenue. These are all embedded in this project in a really dynamic way that you and your students can use to pull out great information. Then we get down to the overall steps of the project. So you can see in this project we have 7 steps and a high-level explanation of what they're going to be doing in each step. And then we get into the actual situation. So hey, here's step 1. Here's the business scenario that students are going to be using throughout this project. Notice that I have a custom video tutorial here that students can watch to understand this business scenario deeply. Okay, so they read the scenario. They're going to be marketers for a weight loss company called Empower Weight Loss. And they're going to be, the marketing team came up with a sale, a post-Halloween sale. And so their job is to go out and run some Google ads and create a Google ads campaign, give some information about the budget and that kind of thing. So really important. Again, I got a video here that students consume that really helps them in a visual way understand what's going on. Hey, then step 2 is coming out and getting our keywords. This is very important to running Google ads. Understanding your keywords. I got a video here explaining all this and how to do it. They're going to be using searchvolume.io and they're going to be using Href keyword generator to generate the keywords that they're going to use for this campaign. They're going to also be looking at the keywords from their competitors. Now their main competitors are Zoom, Weight Watchers, and I want them to find a third weight loss company competitor. We use Ubersuggest. It's a brilliant service to find the keywords of your competitors, and they're going to put those here. Hey, step 3, this is where it gets really exciting. The students are going to be using a simulator that we created that mimics the Google Ad Manager. And I got it all stepped out here, so students literally are going to follow this line of steps here. And then this is what the simulator looks like. I run ads for a company that I run. I run Google Ads. And so all I did was come in and I took screenshots of the Google Ads Manager. And then I built out this dynamic simulator where students are going to come in and they're going to choose what they want. So it's literally like choosing in the real Google Ads Manager. They're going to set the dates that they want this to run, and whether it's going to be search or display ads. Again, I got a video describing that. They're going to choose their location, whether they want United States, international, etc. And then this is where it gets really crazy. These are the actual audience targeting characteristics that students can come in here and play with. And I got it leveled out. So let's just take one as an example. So let's imagine that students come in and they say, hey, I want to target, marital status. And I want to do, educate. It goes this way. So marital status, and then there's subcategories, whether they want married or single or in a relationship. And there's no subcategory here. But let's say they come in here, they say, hey, I want to target people by, their parental status. And I want them to be parents, and then maybe, parents of an infant for some reason. Maybe that's related to the weight loss, etc. But hey, The important thing is here that these are real Google targeting characteristics that if you were in Google building this out, these would literally be the characteristics that you would have choices to build out. Now look at this. There's demographic segmentation. There's also audience segmentation. There's affinity segmentation. So you can come in here and see like, whether people like beauty and wellness, and then the different characteristics that go along with that. There's gender and age. So this is really powerful. This helps students understand how we target people in Google. All right. Hey, we're going to set our budget. We're going to talk about some bidding strategies. Here's where we input our keywords. Again, we're going to be using searchvolume.io and Ahref to input our keywords. I just dummied these in for a different scenario, but you get the idea. These are the search terms that they think customers are going to be using to find their business. Okay, so now they get to design their headline. And their headline is in Google. Let me pull up an example. Dog grooming. And go all. So the headline is right here. And you get like 50 characters. And you can see the best 10 dog groomers in St. Paul. And so what's happening here is students get to design their headline right here. And what I'm encouraging them to do, it's best practice that they use their keywords in their headline. And so they get to build out two, and then Google swaps them out and kind of dynamically uses which headline is working best. I also got a little tool here for fun that helps students generate awesome headlines. Sometimes I use this in my real business. Okay, then we get down to descriptions. So students are going to create their descriptions, and their description shows up right here. So best dog groomers in St. Paul, baby paws, blah, blah, blah. And so you can see that this is a really important thing, because what we're trying to do is get people to read our headline and get people to read our description and then click on our link. When people click on our link, that sends a signal to Google that they should rank us higher. And so that's a really important one. Okay, and then it gives a preview of what the student's ad is going to look like. So this is literally what their ad is going to look like in Google, which is really cool. So students will be able to see really dynamically what that's going to look like. And then, hey, they get to publish their ad. So they're going to click, watch this. So it'll say, hey, publish ad, publish ad. When they do that, what happens is I have an algorithm on the back end of this simulation that gives them the results on a daily basis. So notice that I'm recording this video on May 2nd, 2022. Tomorrow, when I log back in and open this up, I'm going to have results here. Now, this is all built on a random, a kind of a conditional random thing. So every student is going to have different results to play with, which is really fun to discuss as a class. Not only that, but look, we also start to look at their keywords and which keywords are performing the best. So you can see that where to get my pet groomed had a total impressions of 4, but all 4 times that this showed up in front of customers or prospects, they clicked on it. And then the students paid $1.47 per click. Look at this one. Dog grooming got a lot of impressions, 89, but their click-through rate was really small, and they paid less. So they had 2 clicks out of this 89, so it was a 2% click-through rate. So they get to monitor this. They get to monitor which of their keyword sets are performing the best. We got some other interesting stuff too. We get to see, which customers are looking on their what percentage of customers are looking on their computer versus mobile versus tablet, and then their audience segments, etc. And then where. So this is just fun. Like if in this case, Alabama, Hawaii, North Carolina, Alaska, and Georgia are the top states that are searching. And then again, what their ad looks like. So this is really fun. Students get to come here every day and analyze this. Let's jump back to our packet. So we just looked at the ad simulator. Notice that I got it all stepped out here. And then down here for step 5, every day they're going to come in for a week and they're going to track their ads performance. And I got these questions that they're going to fill out every day when a new set of results come in. Notice I got a custom video tutorial to walk the students through how to do that. So they're going to do that for 5 days to analyze things. Now, the next step is for them to create a financial model. Remember, they're marketers and they got to go to their manager to figure out or to convince their manager to run this ad and give them a budget. And so I've created a financial model here where the students come in and they say, hey, how many sales do you think you can make off this campaign? Let's say they say 300. Every sale that they get, the profit is $240. So you can see it's a $72,000 revenue off of these numbers. You just take this times this, right? Hey, if we make 300 sales and we are selling them for $240, that's $72,000. Now we start looking at, well, hey, the max budget versus the actual spend, and we get to see our profit from this campaign. Okay, well, now we get into building out the presentation to the manager, and I got, where is that? It's here somewhere. It is step 6, create a presentation to your manager. I have that built out as a template. So students are going to come in and customize this and add their information and pictures, etc. This is fun because students get to present to each other at the end. You can also print these out and hang these up in school as a way to promote your department. All right. Hey, we end the project doing a careers research on digital marketers. I have the students go out to LinkedIn and find 3 digital marketers in their city, and then write their names, what university, and other important things that they found from reading their LinkedIn profile. Look, we also go to Glassdoor and we look at average salaries for digital marketers in your area, and so students get to kind of experience what a digital marketing career could look like. Hey, you guys, that's the project. It's a really fun one. Students are learning real things. They're learning how to launch Google paid ads. It's a really important thing, not only for marketers, but for entrepreneurs. Imagine an entrepreneur who comes up with a new product or service and they want to get the word out about that. Well, Google Ads is really powerful and pretty cheap. So that's the project. If you have any questions, let me know. awesomebusinesscurriculum@gmail.com. I love talking about this stuff and I love helping you be successful with your students.